Hello. I need you to bear with me because I am creating this video. I was literally called out of bed to make this video, and I know why. It's because when I get these urges to share certain things and I leave them and think they're still gonna be there when I intend to share them, they usually aren't. So here I am. I showed up to share this message with you. It's an intuitive message, kind of something that came through in terms of moving forward in 2022 collectively. I'm sorry, I don't even know what time it is right now. But the message is kind of just in regards to really being open to being skeptical. Be skeptical, use discernment is kind of the message, and observe the messages we're receiving. Observe the things that are happening, watch them. And instead of trying to jump to conclusions, witness it, see it for what it is, and try not to label them, and try to see it from different perspectives. I think it won't be easy, but moving forward, it's taking from what we've learned from the past couple of years and what we've experienced the past couple of years, and using that moving forward into helping us shift our consciousness and helping us shift our focus of into a greater understanding and a greater vision. I am trying to communicate this as, in the best way I can, but the message is really just about opening up your mind to the possibilities of what's happening around you. We all are experiencing it from our own perspective, from our own experience, and from what we know in our past, and now it's time to understand that there's other perspectives. And that's where the observation part of it comes in, and the witnessing part of it, of just kind of what's happening around us and not specifically to us, is kind of what I'm getting. Things will start to kind of get better in terms of our physical reality, but what's going to shift is how we move forward and how our thought processes reflect in our everyday life, and what we choose to do with the information that we receive. So when things come up that seem to be unconventional or seem to be something that we can question and be skeptical about, how do we use that? Are we using it as a way to cultivate judgment and fear? Or are we using it to cultivate more love and understanding, as well as unity, consciousness? I can also say that the lessons or the things that have been happening for us in terms of like the shifts that have been occurring, they'll come back up. We'll have to revisit them collectively. Although this time moving forward in 2022 it feels less about the actual less about the actual physical events and more about the greater picture and the truth of all perspectives, the truth of what's happening that maybe we haven't seen. I hope I'm communicating that in a way that's understandable. But the thing is I think the important part of it is that recognizing for yourself, like knowing where you stand, but knowing that there's more to it, and you're allowed to pivot, you're allowed to shift, you're allowed to investigate different perspectives, mindsets. Not that you have to change, but just opening yourself up to the greater, the greater picture of what's happening. Whether or not you agree or not is irrelevant. It's just being open to it, and seeing that other people might be experiencing life in a different way right now. And also just speaking to becoming clear with yourself of what you believe in, and being grounded in that, while also knowing that there are people that will have different opinions. I don't know if that one is as big of a deal, but it's more so recognizing that the experiences that each of us are having are very, very different and coming from a different perspective. But it's important that we're supportive and accepting of those differences moving forward. And we're going to just be witnessing a lot of things happening that could easily very much contribute to a lot of discomfort if we choose to go that route. And I think that's why the message of just like witnessing, observing from a place of love will be our greatest asset moving forward. But I believe that's kind of all that I'm getting. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I got out of bed to share that. Just know that everything's okay. We're okay. Our species is okay. It's more about becoming consciously aware, and opening ourselves up to different aspects of our reality, and that us as individuals don't know everything. We can't project those egocentric ideas onto the collective. It'd be very hard on ourselves as well as other people. So just keep that in mind. And two, another message is like, you're allowed to change your thoughts. You're allowed to change your mind as things start to come up, and maybe clarity starts to come in, or we see certain things happening that before we were very much vocal about our stance in that situation. You know, we can stand up and be like, look, I do believe in this, I also believe in that. So recognizing that, I feel like, is going to be important for some. There it is. I can't speak to the energies of individuals all throughout 2022, but I do feel that coming into this year, it will become more of a, how do we grow from this situation, and what are we witnessing, and how do we pivot? So it becomes more of a conscious shift and not so much of an outwardly projected collective reality. Don't know if those are the right words. But as we move into 2023, we'll still have to revisit those things. We'll have to revisit our collective consciousness and where we're at, where we, how we deal with certain situations and all those things. How do we, I'm getting specifically in institutions, how do we have a greater understanding for those parts of our experience also. So there you are. I hope it serves you well. And I don't know what day it is or what time it is where you are, but I am going to go to bed. I am sending you so much love and thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you soon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or comment below, and feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Take care.